Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated to all our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel. Just a few days to Rosh Hashanah, so if you haven't made your plans yet, now's probably a good time. Hop onto yjprochester.com, come join us. The following week is Yom Kippur, and then right after that is Sukkot, so fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a busy month. Stay tuned, and we'll celebrate together. People like to view themselves as people of morals, convictions. You ever bump into the person who says, yeah, I'm a person of convictions. Oh, you don't like those convictions that I have? You don't like those values? Oh, don't worry, I have other ones, right? A little flaky on those convictions. This week, we have a double-header Torah portion. Netzavim, Vayelech. On the face of it, they seem like two opposite Torah portions. Netzavim means to stand in one place, while Vayelech means to go, mobility. But in fact, many years they're put together, like this year. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe learns a powerful lesson. He says the fact that they're put together, they're not as opposite as they may seem. They actually feed into each other. Netzavim doesn't just mean to stand. The Hebrew word for standing is amad or omed. Netzavim means to stand firmly, uncompromising, having convictions that are real and principled. The Rebbe says when you stand on those values, when you have these principles that are uncompromising, then you're able to grow. You're able to have Vayelech. You're able to live a life of growth, of mobility in your own personal life. We must have these principled convictions that we may have to sometimes sacrifice for. Throughout Jewish history, we've sacrificed for our morals and convictions and our values. I read a story this morning, a beautiful story. Chayi is from Montreal, and there was a very prominent family in the Jewish community, the Richler family. And they owned a huge motor company. And they did business all across Canada. But they were traditional Jews, and they were closed on Shabbos and the holidays. At one point, I don't know if it was in the 70s or the 80s, they were approached by Ford Motor Company of Canada to do a huge business deal together. And when Ford found out that they are closed on Shabbos, they said, the deal is off. It's not going to work if you guys are closed so often. But not soon thereafter, Ford came back to them and said, you know what? We'll do whatever, take off whatever days you need to, let's do this deal. Apparently the competition was not up to snuff. It wasn't up to the same standards that they had. I remember the story of a lawyer who approached me and said, I have a big court case that the opening arguments are set for Rosh Hashanah. What do I do? It's my first major court case. And I remember sitting with him and saying, tell the judge it's the Jewish New Year. Don't be scared to have values that you're willing to stand up for. People will respect it, even if their values are different. They respect a person with values that are uncompromising, that these are real to them, principled. And he told me afterwards he did. And the judge was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That was my mistake. And they moved the opening arguments. People respect people with values, convictions, principles. Now more than ever, we need to stand firm. There's so much pressure all around us to drop this, drop that, compromise here, compromise there. If something is valuable and a strong principle to you, we have to be uncompromising. And then, when we stand firmly on what we believe, then we can grow. Then we can see real growth in a positive way. Shabbat Shalom. Take care.